Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it's Saturday, and we know what that means. It's time for weekly purchases, the time of the week where we figure out what I found out in the stores and what I got via DHL, Amazon, the post office, UPS, FedEx, my birthday, and of course that old outlaw, Waylon Jennings. And we also talk about a lot of the news of the week, and a lot of news this week is most weeks, and it's always the news that I find interesting that I think you might find interesting as well. So let's get into it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of weekly purchases to go over as we usually do. But this week we always recap what happened on the channel. Hopefully you checked out that figure hunting video. We're kind of in the lull. It's not a bad thing being in that lull right now. Not a lot of new stuff hitting the store pegs. Basically there's new Star Wars I'm looking at. There's the new Battle Cat Revelations figure that's hitting Target. Not really a lot of stuff to hunt for, but you saw some interesting hunts this week, some off-the-beaten-path hunts, as look for some risers and a few other things, so check out that figure hunting video if you did miss that. We also talked a sleeper in the Jax Class Superstars video on Tuesday, Jax Class Superstars 3-pack, WWE Shop exclusive, a very, very interesting pack, and one I think a lot of people have forgotten about of Edge, John Cena, and The Big Show. So check out those, and don't forget to check out other Jax Class Superstars videos. They're some of the funnest videos on the channel, a lot of deep knowledge in those videos, so make sure you're checking those out. Of course, we did our daily Star Wars unboxings. Those always go off the rails into something a whole lot more, so make sure you're checking those out. We also did, tomorrow is the 4th of July if you're watching this on Saturday. The 4th of July is Sunday of this week, so for you Americans that are celebrating, we did a Patriotic top 5, my top 5 Patriotic figures of all time. It's crazy how the Patriot actually died that day. He would have been in a top 10 list, towards the top, probably 9 or 10 for me, that Slammer figure his back in the day. Didn't quite make the top 5, but very strange, the timing of that one. So rip to old Del Wilkes. I was a huge fan of his when he was the Trooper back in AWA, when that was on ESPN in the afternoons when I was, 9 years old, 10 years old, something like that. I'd run home from school. I'd watch me some Trooper action. He was always, for me, the Sting Ultimate Warrior version of the AWA. Didn't have face paint or anything like that, but he was the jacked up, muscled dude. So yeah, rip the Patriot, Del Wilkes, that's for sure. We also did a Jurassic Park unboxing, a first on the channel, and we did a Primal Age, DC Primal Age Masters of the Universe style figures. We unboxed those on the channel as well. Hopefully you did my special weekly purchases video last Sunday. It was the Amazon Prime Day special edition where I just went through everything I got on Amazon Prime Day, and we talked about that. I might do that as a yearly video. Why not? Might as well, huh? You never know what you're going to buy. There was a lot of crazy things I picked up, so if you missed that, go back and check that weekly purchases out. And then the best video on the channel this week, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I got a lot of good feedback from it, and if you missed it, check that one out as well. The new toy room. I had my process, my thoughts. Haven't built the toy room out yet, but I showed the method of my madness, how I built that toy room, and had a little cameo from John Cena. He loves the channel, John Cena, so make sure you're checking that video out as well. So a lot of good videos on the channel. And I did mention this week it is quiet times in the figuring. Not a lot of new stuff coming out, but man, we all got to get our wallets ready. We all got to get prepared. I'm feeling not prepared. And there'll be more to that on the future episodes of the weekly purchases and on the channel, as I'm in the process of doing something absolutely insane. So much more to come on that, but my wallet's already hurting, and it's going to hurt a heck of a lot more very soon. As we all know, San Diego Comic-Con is looming. There's going to be so many exclusives. I do have word. I have seen the photos of the Mattel San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I've seen the He-Man exclusive. I'm not going to share that. That is not out yet. I don't want to be the first to leak. I don't want Mattel to hate me. So, I know how that goes for my own business life, getting leaks out there. I'm not going to be the first to report it. I'd love to report it first, because guess what? I'm sure that would gain me some subscribers on the channel if I broke that news, but I don't know. I understand how that goes from a business perspective. I'm not going to be the one to break it, but once it does break, we will talk about it. But I got to tell you, I've seen both of them. I know what they are. I'm going to love it. Some of you might not love it, but it is right in my wheelhouse for the WWE and the He-Man one. So much more to come. I got to think those pictures will probably surface this week. I believe Mattel's doing their announcement on July 12th, I've kind of heard. So stay tuned. We'll talk about it. We'll recap it, but I'm excited. I don't know if you will be, but we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can give you. That's all I can give you right now. But San Diego Comic-Con, we're going to have Mattel, Hasbro, all the exclusives, Star Wars, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, they're all going to be there. And then speaking of leaks, I guess it's out there. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. I posted it. It was all over the internet. Zartan. It looks like he will be the Hasbro Pulse exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con. I think it's a pretty safe bet at this point. We had that deluxe Snake Eyes last year. Zartan looks pretty cool. Looks very solid to me. I love the looks of it. Comes with all those different face masks. It's always interesting with those. It's a throwback to the old school Zartan character. It is a repaint of the one we already have. And that's how a lot of these con exclusives go. For the most part, there's stuff you can get that maybe it's for the diehards out there. I do feel Hasbro team made a big error in judgment. They should have put the Ninja Force Zartan. If you guys remember the 90s Ninja Force Zartan with the pink mohawk, they should have put that face in there. I think that would have been really cool. He has some face paint going on. I think that would have been a cool nod to the past, but they didn't do that. But you guys know I'll be picking that up for sure. So that was pretty exciting, I thought. And then we saw today, or yesterday, Friday morning. I'm filming this a little bit earlier than normal. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we did see Friday morning MODOK. There's going to be a MODOK 2-pack. It sounds like that'll be the Hasbro Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know if that was officially announced, but it sounds like it. It was announced but through one of the influencer channels, something like that on Friday. But it's MODOK, but he's got his rockabilly haircut going on. I've only watched like the first 2 episodes of that MODOK Hulu series. I'll finish it one day when I find more time, but he's got the cool pompadour like a young Brian Setzer. Looks like he's going to join Lemmy and Headcat and the boys for a set. But it's a rockabilly MODOK. A lot of reuse from the MODOK we always have. Cool case, like a road case that's coming in. A very, very cool looking figure. Very cool looking pack. I think it looks awesome. It also comes with another character. A character called the Captain. I am not aware of the Captain. It's from a book I've never heard of. Out of my knowledge, out of my wheelhouse. I'm not sure the correlation between those two. Somebody can tell me in the comments if you guys know the answer to that. Let me know the correlation between those two. The only captain I know is the Captain in Tennille. I also play a captain every once in a while. I like to wear my captain hat when I'm out on the golf course. And then there was a captain that used to sing at a karaoke bar when I was in college, and he would always do Kenny Rogers songs. It was amazing. He would steal all of our hearts and never let go. And 15 years later or whatever it's been, I still remember the captain and his beautiful songs. But that's nothing. But yeah, anyways, MODOK is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It looks to be there. So more to be announced. You got to think there's going to be a Power Ranger one announced. Like I said, the He-Man and wrestling ones will be announced. AEW, will they have something there? We'll see. But what can our wallets afford? Because, for me, G.I. Joe, I'm going to have to buy 2. The Mattel one for wrestling, I'm definitely buying 2 of that one as well. So we'll just see where it ends up going with this. But it's, like I said, get your wallets ready. It's going to be a very, very expensive July. And then the Marvel Legends team keeps threatening, hey, be careful. There's so much stuff coming. So the back half is going to be absolutely intense. We're all going to have to save our dollars and stuff. I've actually been selling a few things. If you follow me in some of the Facebook groups I'm in, I've been selling some things over the last week, just getting prepared. I had a closet full of doubles, stuff I don't have on display. I said, you know what, I need to cut and run, get rid of this, get some funds back because you're going to need them. We're all going to need them, especially me. And when I'm talking about getting funds, I should do a cheap plug, a cheap shill here. Pro Wrestling Tees. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com this weekend. They have a 20% off shirts. Buy a Turtle Anxiety shirt. Buy a See You Later shirt. Support the channel. I can tell you, any proceeds I get from this, if I get any, they're going back into the channel and some figures. I got a major purchase coming up, so it'll go to that. So, yeah, support the channel. Now's the time to support the channel. You can get 20% off your t-shirt. I recommend the extra soft ones. That's what I go with. But cheap plug alert. I'll probably cheap plug it again at the very end. So be prepared. Be prepared. Support the channel. So let's see what else we got. Elite 88 up on ringsidecollectibles.com. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. But Elite 88 is coming. You can get that up for pre-order. It sounds like probably late August, September delivery on those. We also saw Basic 124. Those are coming as well from Ringside. But then if you guys checked out the channel, I didn't mention it earlier, but we did do kind of a deep dive as on Monday, the 28th of June, WWE.com announced some new figures. We saw the new WWE Masters of the WWE Universe. There we go. We saw those. We knew those were coming. We saw in-packaged images. That tells me they're coming in the next month or so. WWE Masters of the Universe Anxiety begins. As you guys know, I need an unpunched one and an opener. So I got to be on the lookout for those. I'm very excited about that Andre the Giant figure. I won't go into too much detail here because you guys can watch that video. Lemmy, what is it? Did you hear Lemmy? He's barking. He's got something. I think it's the mailman. He's here. It's about that time. But the WWE Masters of the Universe figures I'm very excited for. And then we saw Elite 88, or Elite 87, sorry. Elite 87, so we saw in-package images of those. Those are supposed to come around the end of July, early August as well. There's a little bit of a drought this time of year from some Elite figures. But then the Hall of Fame figures was the big one. Everybody was pretty excited about the Target exclusive. We got JYD with the Chase. We got Roddy Piper. We got Kevin Nash, of course. Very excited about some of those. You guys know I love the Legends. That is my wheelhouse. So check out that video if you missed it. But a lot of good stuff there coming. But the one I'm the most excited about, no surprise to viewers of my channel, the Warlord. Get me the Warlord. I need the Warlord. I need multiples of that. I got to get some for my dad. I got to get some for me. Face paint, big wrestler, he checks all the boxes. I just hope we can get the Barbarian one of these days. Hopefully something happens. Hopefully there's an easy custom we can do, something along them lines. Maybe the Chilla Toys, we're getting Dynamite from them. Maybe they'll give us a Barbarian. Somehow we got to get a Barbarian figure. That's the bottom line. But very cool stuff from Mattel coming. So check out that video on the channel if you did miss that, before we go a little more deep discussion on some of those announcements this week. McFarlane Toys. You guys know I'm hot and cold with McFarlane. I'm up and down. I'm not a big DC guy. But man, that King Shark, the first time I saw that thing for the DC Multiverse line, it stole my heart. It's never let go. I still got that FOMO. I really want that King Shark. But this week, they threw a little curveball at us. The King Shark's going to get an individual release. It sounds like it's a Walmart exclusive. As I'm filming this, you can still order it online. $39.99. A little bit bigger figure than normal. However, it's not quite the Build-A-Figure. If you look at the packages of the Build-A-Figure King Shark, it looks like he's an even bigger version of King Shark. That would be the one I want. I love big figures. I love big figures. So I need the biggest one. But I don't want to invest in the whole wave. So it might end up being a pass for me. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there. It's just, you know, it's confusing times, I guess we'll say. I don't even know the King Shark. I don't know DC very well. I don't know the King Shark, but just something about a big shark character with some board charts just steals my heart and never let go. So we'll see what happens with that one. We also saw Friday, Marvel Legends announcing a few other things. There was a little Spider-Man Far From Home announcement. They showed a bunch of pop figures and, you know, little kids' toys, some clothing, stuff like that. But they did show some new Marvel Legends. So we got a couple of different Spider-Man repaints. Gosh, I'm pretty much a completist of Marvel Legends, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, do I really need this Spider-Man? I have more Spider-Man than I would have shelves for to display in scenes and stuff, unless I just put a Spider-Man high school graduation display together where I put them all together. I don't know. I'm just going to have to see these in hand. We'll see. Usually I'm a sucker. I see them on the shelf and I'll end up picking them up, but it really didn't make me too excited. But the Doctor Strange figure did. I don't have an MCU Doctor Strange. I slept on that. There was a very good 3-pack one I passed on, so I'll pick that up, and I think there's a lot of collectors that way as well. We need a comic Doctor Strange. I gotta think that's going to come one of these days soon. That's one that's missing from my shelf as well, so hopefully we get those very soon. But then earlier in the week, we had another announcement from the Marvel Legends team, and this sounds like it's going to be a Hasbro Pulse. Not Hasbro Pulse. Well, it'll be sold on Hasbro Pulse. That's where I'm getting at there. But I think it's going to be San Diego Comic-Con as well. And it is the retro-carded Spider-Man animated series packaging of Venom. So like you guys and like me, people of a certain age, we love Venom. We grew up with Venom. Very excited for this figure. It's got kind of a cartoon accurate with some of the coloring on it. First glance, though, he's using the Omega Red mold, who has the shoulder gauntlets. There's no shoulder gauntlets on Venom's, so we got big eyesore holes on the shoulders. So I'm hoping that it gets fixed or filled. I'm not sure what to think about that one. But I know a lot of people are going to want that one, myself included, as I love Venom. I'll buy every Venom they come out with, of course. But very cool. I just love that retro carding. That's probably the best carding in years for a lot of things. The new Black Series is pretty good too, but very excited about that animated series Venom coming out. So I'm going to have to get one of those as well. Cha-ching, cha-ching. It just keeps climbing on us. You guys know how it goes. We also saw Pro Wrestling Tees once again save 20% this week. Pick up a t-shirt. Hard plug. Hard sell. Hard sell. But I always say it. Got to get a deal, guys. Got to get a deal. 20% off shirt. That fit's got to get a deal. So pick up your shirts. Pick up a Kyle Peterson shirt, but pick up any other shirt too. If you're playing the long game, now's the time to buy them. I don't know about you guys, but when I buy from Pro Wrestling Tees now, I only buy on the sales. I mean, they have them every month or so, it seems like. So you just got to wait and save 20%. Why wouldn't you? got to get a deal. But they have the Terry Funk Micro Brawler. The man, the myth, the legend, Terry Funk, my close personal friend, as you guys know. Me and old Terry go way back. Spent a whole weekend with him. I'll never forget sharing a pizza with Terry Funk and Mick Foley. It was one of the most surreal moments of my life. Just, I can't believe I'm eating pizza with Terry Funk and Mick Foley. I can't believe I'm Terry Funk's handler for the weekend, hanging out with him. Never forget it. I got to thank my buddy Troy for hooking that up for me. But Terry Funk, Bloody Micro Brawler. I'm not a huge Micro Brawler guy, as you guys know, but there's certain ones, ECW characters, Terry Funk, Ultimate Warrior, sign me up all day long. I'm getting 2 of those just to have. You guys know I love Terry Funk, and happy birthday, late birthday to Terry. It was his birthday this week. Him and I have a birthday within a couple days of each other. It was meant to be. And then Ultimate Warrior's birthday on the other side. It's just the Holy Trinity, having our birthdays all at the same time. So there you go there. And then we saw Valaverse Sergeant Slaughter. So the first Valaverse Sergeant Slaughter that we pre-ordered a year ago hasn't shipped yet. I was hoping it would be here by middle of July. I guess there's still time, but it doesn't sound like that's in the cards. As I am meeting Sergeant Slaughter in a couple of weeks, I will see him again, and we're going to get to the bottom of this Nemesis Enforcer stuff. You know, 2 years ago, he had no idea. I'm going to ask him again, say, hey, Sarge, what about Nemesis Enforcer? Have you studied up? Do you remember him? Can you tell me about the battle with Nemesis Enforcer? We'll see what the Sarge says, but I was hoping I'd have that because I have 2 of them coming. I figured, you know what? Might as well get one autographed. Why not? It'd be pretty cool to do, but I don't think it's in the cards to get here in time. But we got another Sergeant Slaughter coming from Valaverse, so that's got to be coming summer 2022, probably fall 2022 because the pre-orders and everything else. But it sounds like they're all in on Sergeant Slaughter, so be prepared for that if you're into that. Then Friday, we also saw some Power Rangers, and I'm souring. I don't know if souring is the right word on Power Rangers. It's just, I only know the core Power Rangers, basically that up to the movie. That's all I know. That's all I'm really interested in. So I have a few things in my collection that I'm probably going to sell. A couple of Power Ranger figures. I'm just going to hone that collection in. I just want one little shelf of Power Rangers. But they did announce another monster. Pumpkin Rapper, King Sphinx, 2 hot garbage figures. If you remember the review on my channel, I was pretty disappointed in those. But we're getting the Eyeball Monster, very iconic from the old Power Ranger series. I will probably get this one. I keep saying I'm going to play the long game. I'll get it on clearance. But, you know, I'll see it at Target one day. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I got to get this. That's what always happens. Ooh, the long game. I need to play it more, especially on these monsters. We saw $8.99 King Sphinx. I think I paid $30 for it. It was $8.99 on Amazon Prime for Prime Day. So there you go. But Joe Eyeball or Eyeball Monster, he's coming. If you're into Power Rangers, you're into that. Pick that one up. Of course, there's the Super 7 Power Rangers coming out. There's been a lot of talk on those. We didn't really talk about it on the channel. I'm passing on those. Old Waylon Jennings, that old outlaw, though, he's getting those. He loves the Power Rangers. I don't blame him. Those look like be very solid figures, but I'm just not deep enough into Power Rangers, and even if I was, you guys know, I got too many collections going. I got too many going. I don't need another Power Ranger collection. I'm fine with the cheaper Lightning collection of just the core. I got enough things to purchase, that's for sure. I almost forgot the Jeff Hardy giveaway. You guys remember last week on the channel, in honor of my birthday, I said, hey, we'll do a Twitter giveaway. Just retweet my tweet. If you retweeted it and you're following me online, guess what? You're entered into this Jeff Hardy Elite 84 giveaway. It's the Chase version of Jeff Hardy. I like this one a little bit better with the red face paint. You guys know I'm a sucker for face paint. This one I don't believe has the full tattoos, though, so I don't know if it cancels each other's out or not. But anyways, the winner is Geek World Order. Thank you for entering. Thank you to everybody that watches the channel, and thanks for all the birthday wishes out there. I want to do my part to give back. You know, we do a lot of giveaways on the channel. I like to get a deal and I give them back, and like to send these on. We'll have a lot more giveaways soon. We're almost to 8,000 subscribers, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. What are you waiting for? There's so much content here. What more could you want? But subscribe. Once we hit 8,000 subscribers, we're going to do a special top 10 list instead of the top 5s we're doing every week. We'll do a top 10. We'll do a giveaway of some kind as well to thank you guys for subscribing. And we'll see what else happens with that. But Geek World Order, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, email, on here, whatever you want to do. But you got to get in touch with me to show that you're actually watching weekly purchases. So hit me up, and this Jeff Hardy will be out your way first thing Monday morning, which I guess would be Tuesday morning, because I think the post office is closed maybe on Monday. I don't know. It'll get to you fast. I don't mess around in my shipping. I ship it out the day of. Let's see. What else we got in my notes? I'm looking it over. Nothing. I think that's it. Perfect. Well, we get to the album of the week, and the reason I'm filming weekly purchases a little bit earlier is I'm headed to a concert. You guys know that follow the channel. I go to concerts all the time. Well, COVID hit. I haven't been to a concert in 15 months. So from going to 1 to 4 concerts every single week on average to no concerts for 15 months just seems like Bizarro World. But tonight, the grand return, and I'm taking the kids, and I'm taking the wife, and we're all going to Cheap Trick tonight. One of my favorite bands, Cheap Trick. Great guys. I've met them a couple of times. Seen them many times in concerts over the year. My daughter's probably favorite band, if that is such a thing for, you know, a 10-year-old girl. But we've seen Cheap Trick together a few times, so we're going to Cheap Trick tonight. I can't wait. And in honor of that, I'm going to say In Color is the album of the week. It's probably my favorite Cheap Trick album, but there's so many good Cheap Trick albums. One of the most underrated bands of all time. Everybody knows all the hits, of course, but absolutely love me some Cheap Trick, as you guys know. We've talked about them on the channel before. But yeah, I'm going to Cheap Trick tonight. So there it is. There's all the news and a whole lot more. Let's get down to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases. All right, let's get into the weekly purchases. But one quick piece of news I did forget to mention in the news part was we're getting a J. Jonah Jameson from the Marvel Legends team. We did get the cartoon accurate one, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. But we're getting the movie edition one. So that'll make a lot of people happy out there. It reminds me of a young Vern Schillinger from Oz. For you Oz fans out there, the greatest show ever, Oz. I loved it. But Vern, that's who I think of when I see that. But we're getting him. I had Spider-Man gear. So there you go. So there's one piece of news I did forget. All right, the weekly purchases are here. Birthday week. I'll tell you a few birthday presents I got. But a lot of pickups this week. A little bit of a mix of here and there and a little bit of that and a little bit of this week, because, you know, it is the slow times, like we said. I'm trying to save those funds a little bit and selling a few things. As we got some major things coming to the channel. Once again, buy a t-shirt, Pro Wrestling Tees. You can support the cause. We got some major things coming to the channel. A major purchase. The biggest purchase of my life. We'll put it that way. So more to come once it's here, once it's all figured out, and the logistics and all that is... yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But trying to mind my P's and Q's. Got to get a deal more than ever right now. So there you go. But you guys probably saw my figure hunting video this week. I did pick up some Copco risers. You guys know my Billy bookcases. I think these are the best risers to use. They're fairly cheap, fairly inexpensive. $6.99 for these, $8.99 for the bigger ones. Well, went to my local Bed Bath & Beyond. You know my wife. Wives love Bed Bath & Beyond. They love the bed, they love the bath, and they love the Beyond. But I went there and happened to look. I always look and see what these things are. Well, they had a big sale going on. $6.99, $8.99, but didn't take 25% off. But then you guys know, Bed Bath & Beyond gives you coupons every single week, like crazy. Well, we had another 25% off coupon. We asked the guy, hey, can you stack these? Yeah, you can. So we got 50% off these. And there's been rumors swirling that the big one is discontinued in the black. It's moving to maybe different colors. So I was like, oh boy, I better just unload and buy all of them. So I bought the whole stock in the whole store. I said, you got any more in the back? And they brought out 4 more. I said, yeah, I'll take those too. So I bought tons of these. You guys saw my new toy room. These are going to be used in that toy room. See you later. See you later. But I love those risers. I'll try to remember to link them from Amazon. You can get them as well if you don't have a Bed Bath Beyond near you. Not quite as cheap with that 50% off discount. That was the deal of the week for sure. And I loaded up. I said, I just better buy every single one. I'm not going to get a deal that good again. So I did pick those up this week. Where to go next? I did get a Lucy this week. I'm not even going to talk about why, but I did come across this Gold Dust Lucy. It ended up in my collection. I said, sure, I'll take it. Got a loose arm. I'll see if I can adjust that, but didn't have that basic Gold Dust for whatever reason. So it's here now. So there you go. How about a little birthday present? My boy, the man, the myth, the legend, old Lemmy, the brand new reaction figure from Super 7 of old Lemmy. My all-time favorite musician, my all-time favorite band, Motorhead, of course. So I was happy to get that as the continued collection. I thought there'd only be 1 or 2 Super 7 reaction figures. They pump these out like crazy. We'll probably get a blood-splattered Lemmy. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but we're going to give a blood-splattered Lemmy one of these days. They'll say, well, he cut his fingers on his bass guitar strings or something. But love those. I love the packaging. The figures aren't the best, as we know. They're made to be in the package. So I've got them all so far. I'm sure they're going to keep coming, so I got to be ready for that. I did get as well, I don't know, you guys tell me in the comments, should I unbox this on the channel? I don't know if I should or not. Brand new. We talked about this last week on weekly purchases. It should have been there. It was delayed a day. But it's the brand new Motorhead box set of their #1 album, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. I haven't opened it yet. But we could do a quick unboxing of this on channel if anybody's interested. I don't know. It's not a music channel, obviously, but you guys know I love Motorhead. I wear it on my sleeve, so I did get that this week. My dad did pick me up a gift this week for my birthday. Oh, Pimp Daddy Destro, Prophet Director Destro. You guys know I already have this. For some reason, my dad didn't think I have this, but you can never have enough things like this. I'll save this for a rainy day. You never know. Down the road, it might be some good trade bait. Yeah, you can always figure out something to do with a Prophet Director Destro. A sleeper figure. I know some people don't like it, but I've always liked it all the way back to the 3 3/4 scale. So a cool figure there. Long game pays off. It pays off as my dad got this for my birthday as well. So he knew I was looking for this. He knew I needed the vintage collection, Jabba's Palace. I was searching the long game back in the channel. I don't think I was doing figure huntings at the time, but I was maybe doing weekly purchases. I don't know. It could have been even before that when this was on the store shelves. Remember, this was going on clearance down to like $9 at Walmart. That's what I was looking at. I said, once this hits $9, I'm going to buy it. It was $16, $17 forever. I said, I'm not buying that. I'm waiting. I'm playing the long game. I'm seeing people get it for $9. I'm going to do that. Well, I failed because the long game never paid off. I never did get this back in the day. So I said, oh, okay, now's the time. I'm going to get it. And you guys know I'm working on my 3 3/4 Star Wars collection. You can't have a collection without Jabba's Palace. It's got to be in your collection. So Jabba's Palace, finally home, all these years later, the longest of long games. The longest of long games, you guys watch my figure hunting videos, is the Cygor at Walmart. I think I've been playing that game for a year and a half. I want that thing, but I want it on clearance. I got to get a deal. One of these days, I'll get that Cygor figure. We'll see what happens. So there you go there. And then I got this for my dad as well. Ultimate Warrior, Eagle Moss. I have never had one of these Eagle Moss statues. They also come with a book in them. I've never had one of these, but you guys know I love Ultimate Warrior. I have a miscellaneous Ultimate Warrior shelf. That's where this will go. So I will put that right there, of course. He-Man, it's been a big He-Man week this week. I did get from Amazon, I did get my Evil Lyn. Look at that, unpunched even. It was nice to get these unpunched. The story of Amazon, you never know what you're going to get packaging-wise, and I've never really had any issue with damaged figures, as I've mentioned before on the channel. Unfortunately, that changed a little bit a week ago, or a couple weeks ago, with some of the Fan Takeover wrestling figures. Well, I luckily got both these two shipped together in a box. One was damaged, one was mint condition. I can live with that. I'm opening one, I'm keeping one in the box. So I got Evil Lyn. Probably not my favorite Masters of the Universe character, as it's basically almost a retread. I don't feel we needed this character quite yet, but it is what it is. But I got that. But then same thing, a couple days later, I got the Lords of Pain, Lords of Power, Merman. So I got the same thing. So I was a little nervous. The packaging was beat up. The box was beat up. At least they were boxed. First one I pulled out, I said, oh, it's not unpunched. It's punched. It's damaged. I said, well, that's my opener. I said, fingers crossed as I pull out of the package. Luckily, somebody was looking out for me. Unpunched, mint card. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I got those two. Well, Fisto I ordered. He got canceled, unfortunately. And then Faker, I never got a chance to get on Amazon. So I'm still on the hunt for 2 each of those. Who knows when I'll find those, but hopefully one day soon. But Big Bad Toy Store coming through this week. I always say Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. Sometimes they take a while to ship. I get it, but you're always guaranteed to get your stuff. Every once in a while they get it first, and that was the case with the Land Shark. Also the case with the Wind Raider. So I got the Masters of the Universe Origins Wind Raider. Absolutely love this vehicle. I had this as a kid, one of my favorite He-Man vehicles ever. So very happy to get this one all these years later, and I'm going to open this on the channel. As you guys know, we have to. We have to. For science, we have to. I also got a Star Wars figure. I forgot about this. I forget this guy's name. Oh, the Guavian. The Guavian, whatever they're called. The Guavian. But I opened up a Black Series version of this a while back. Well, now we got the Force Awakens version. So there you go. Got him at a toy store, local toy store. See you later. All right, we keep going. Oh, we might as well finish off He-Man. My beautiful wife, my lovely wife Angie, the Detolf master. You know, got to give her all the credit in the world putting up with me. That's for sure. But she came through. Somehow she woke up at 3 a.m. There was a ding on her phone, and it was the Target alert that something was back in stock. I said, because she handles the Target app, she handles the Target card, all that stuff in the family. But she got the app alert, and she got up out of bed and ordered this for me, and it came on Thursday this week. Can't thank her enough, but it's the hunt's over. Battle Cat, the Revelations Battle Cat, a big figure, creature, monster, whatever you want to call him. We'll unbox this on the channel, of course, as well. Can't wait till I get those 4 figures. It sounds like the influencers of the world are getting the 4 Masters Universe Revelations figures. It sounds like sometime in July, you and I will be able to find those out on the shelves at Walmart first, is what they're saying. But Battle Cat, Skelegod, Target. People have found these in the Target stores and, of course, on the app as well. Some people have said it's street dated for August, so be prepared with that if you do find this. But can't wait to open this up. It's also a Cringer figure. It's a 2-in-1, So we'll open that one on the channel. But happy to have that one. So that completes the old Masters of the Universe stuff. How about a little bit more Star Wars here? Walmart coming through with my pre-order. I did get the AT-ST driver on the vintage card, of course, right here. And then we also got, I got the Mandalorian Remnant Stormtrooper. This was on sale at Walmart, $8.99. Heck of a deal here. And then I paired it with these two to get free shipping, and bam, there it was. So I got that one. And then the one I had to get, Poplu. You guys know I love a good Ewok. I had to get this one. So we got him. Got him last week in the Black Series. So now we got both versions of Poplau, however we pronounce it. Very happy to have him through the door. And then I met up with a local collector on one of my in-town groups. He actually ordered 2 of these, and I slept on them. But then he said, hey, I got these if anybody wants them just for what I paid for them. And I said, you know what? I'll do it. And I picked it up. Picked up old Jedi Fallen Order Cal Kestis. So I have the old Cal Kestis. Now I got the new one. A famed Jedi, of course. We'll see if he makes it over into any of the Disney Plus series one of these days. We'll see. There's been some rumors that maybe we were going to see him in the Bad Batch. Who knows where it could go. But Cal Kestis this week through the door. I didn't think I wanted it, but now you know how it goes. And then I got the Jedi Fallen Order Flame Trooper. A bit of a repaint, but I said, you know what? I'm a sucker for some of these army builders. So I did get him. So I got him as well this week. I think that leaves us with, the final 3 things I got this week. Big week, a little crazier than I thought it was going to be. I got these via Ringside Collectibles. You guys know, use discount code Kyle, save 10%. The AEW box set, Jurassic Express. You guys know I was going to get this. Ringside's had some troubles getting stuff shipped out. I tell you what, coming from my world of my everyday job, there is a lot of labor challenges out there. It just seems absolutely insane that during COVID, things were happening better than they are right now. It's weird. It's weird how things are going. So that's a lot of challenges out there from every place, every distribution center, every facilities out there. There's just a lot going on. And Ringside seems to be no different. They've had some delays on stuff, but I did get my Jurassic Express pack. We'll unbox this on the channel this week. You know we always do wrestling right away. But I ended up getting 3 of those, and I forgot I got 3 of them. Yes, 3. And you say, Kyle, why would you get 3 of these? Well, you guys know, as of right now, I am no longer a completist on min-on-card sets of AEW figures. There's just too many. There's too many. Seeing all the stuff that's coming. We got some grainy picks this week of 2-packs that are possibly coming out. It basically re-releases. We saw that 4-pack a while back, re-releases. If you're going to be a completist, I'm all for new figures and even nice repaints, but when you're putting the same figures in just a different package, I don't feel I need that. That was my Jax Ruthless Aggression rule. If there's a Rey Mysterio, it's the same figure in 2 different packages. If I'm a Lucy collector, I don't need it. And I'm not going to go down that road as we've talked about. But as of right now, I'm going to buy the 1 of 1,000s, 1 of 500s, 1 of 3,000s, all those kind of stuff in package, and also the exclusives in package. That's where these fit in. So, of course, I'm going to open one of these. Of course, I'm going to have one min on card. And then we got another one to have min on card. Let's see if I got lucky. Nope. I was going to say, I got the variant one. I thought I'd open it up on the first try. Maybe it'll be the second try. Yep, second try. So here's the variant edition with Luchasaurus on Jungle Boy's shoulders. I was all for this when it was first announced, but the more I think about it, I don't know. We'll talk about it in the review. We'll explain all this madness when we get to the unboxing and review on these. So there it is. Quite the birthday week. Quite the weekly purchases. Hopefully it's a little smaller weekly purchases next week, unless I can find the rest of those stragglers from that Star Wars Black Series. That's all I really need to get. Like I said, trying to save some money. I got something major happening here. I'm trying to figure out how we'll do it on the channel, but be prepared for that very, very soon. And like I said, buy a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. You can support the cause. I'm just being a cheap shill this week. I love it. I love it. I don't really shill too hard, but there you go. Shill away. Shill away. Use the Big Bad Toy Store link in the description below. Buy a t-shirt. That's the best way to support the channel. Or watch the videos, of course. But yeah, help me out. You could be a part of this big purchase. But anyways, follow me on social media at SirPaul64, of course, on Twitter. the_Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, of course, Pro Wrestling Tees, like I said. And that's pretty much it. So I'm headed to the Cheap Trick concert tonight. The return to live music. It'll be interesting. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm also planning on going to Knotfest with Slipknot. I'll probably stay for some of Slipknot, but I'm there for Megadeth and Faith No More, of course. So I'll be there this fall as well, reporting from the scene. So I'll be there. Come say hi if you're there. But yeah, that's it. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way to the Cheap Trick concert and into the 4th of July weekend. For those of you celebrating, don't blow your fingers off, and have a good 4th of July. And I will see you guys real soon.